Welcome, I'll be reacting to Where Eagles Dare. I know this is a war film, I'm guessing to do with World War II, but I could be wrong. People seem to associate it with the winter and holidays, so I'm very curious. This is a commentary, not a market substitute. Please support the original. Clint Eastwood? Whoa. I keep half expecting a beacon to be lit. Gondor calls for aid. And Rohan will answer. Yeah, this is definitely World War II. They're all going to jump. Oh, this is going to be a great opening scene.
Our job is to get inside there and get him out as soon as possible before they have a chance to get the information from him.
This is like Mission Impossible.
You probably noticed that Lieutenant Schaefer wears the shoulder flashes of the American Ranger Division. I think that speaks for itself.
It does.
Major Smith will lead the group in.
There is, of course, another way, sir. A way with 100% guarantee of success.
Just bomb the place?
Sisters with 10-ton bombs.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in that castle would ever talk again.
This is really fascinating so far. They have a team put together of people with a really wide range of skills. And this is kind of feeling like the beginning of a D&D campaign, where you're here for the first session, everyone has their new character sheets, you have a general idea, like we have the ranger, obviously very different than a D&D ranger, but still, you're like, okay, I have a general impression of what he can probably do, but I don't know him yet. And then we have this chap here who kind of thinks the same way as I do of like, well, there is an obvious solution, and that's to just eliminate the whole problem at once. I feel like he would be the person in the campaign who's like, I cast fireball. And the DM is like, but your party members are down to 10 hit points and they're right there. And he's like, whatever, I cast fireball. I don't know, that's the impression I'm getting so far. Kind of loving it.
I mean, why is this man so damned important?
General Carnaby is one of the overall coordinators of planning for the Second Front. It could mean no Second Front this year. You understand, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was a helpful flashback that they gave us right there. Not too long, just enough information, and we're back in the action. Now don't roll a 1 on your acrobatics checks, people. Whoa. Beautiful shot. Wait a minute. What? I didn't see her at the briefing. What a setting. I guess it's a rendezvous at the Gear. Shouldn't they have at least one person on watch right now, keeping an eye out in case they were spotted? That looks freezing. It's an absolutely gorgeous location, though. Oh dear. Last one already. Do they not know there's another person on their team? She could be OSS, maybe. It's kind of like the field radio they used on Andor.
Damn it, I left that code book in Sergeant Harrod's tunic.
Well, if I'm not back in an hour.
But he looked at the code book. Something's going on with this Major. Also, he's not using his gloves well. You wear gloves to keep the heat on your hands. Like, you put the gloves on inside, wait for them to heat up, then you go outside. If you go outside and then put them on, it's too late. Your hands are already cold. Is this her? He might be in on Plan B, whatever that is.
Something struck him in the back of the neck. Either the haft of a knife or the butt of a gun.
Uh-oh. I hope he's just acting cagey because there's two separate plans going on and not actually a spy. I mean, other than the fact he's a spy. A double agent.
Thanks for waiting up for me anyway.
No problem.
He's so young.
Can't get a thing.
Probably the storm.
Probably the storm, huh?
Look at that river down there. This is so beautiful. Oh, there's the Erie. He's always taking his gloves off.
This is Father McCree, Broadsword. What is your present position, please?
Broadsword. Great code name.
Was Harrod killed accidentally? Over.
No.
No, over.
Somebody's a mole.
Some people have a sixth sense. He has a sixth, a seventh, and an eighth.
Oh, that's a good line.
If I'm not mistaken, Major, that's an army barracks over there.
That would be their
No
best
mistake,
shot.
Lieutenant. This is the headquarters of the Wehrmacht Alpine Corps. Why do you think we're not dressed as German sailors?
But the little Alpine Edelweiss patches. Yeah, these are definitely the Alpine uniforms. Interesting. Somebody paid attention, did their research.
Field security. Major von Harpen. Gestapo.
I just saw him in a UFO episode. That's wild. I know that actor. He's really good at playing creepy villains, so I'm excited now. He has this terrifying smile. Oh, this is a great set too. They're going to have to hide this equipment really well if anyone discovered it. Other than the traitor who's already in their midst, and I don't know how they're going to handle that. That's true, they could go to the tavern, mingle, and then just kind of head back with everyone else and slip right in that way. Unless they need a pass. That could get tricky. You don't need to see my identification.
Show me your papers.
I knew it.
With so many troops on leave in Berlin, it was hardly likely she'd remember me. But one always hopes that you're the one she'll never forget.
Why are they speaking English? Why wouldn't they be speaking German? It's more of a modern movie phenomenon to do the subtitles during scenes like this. Oh, there he is again. Sorry, I didn't mean for this reaction to turn into spot the UFO actors. This table is taken. Ah, that must be a signal.
Beautiful singing one.
Mind your own business in future. Is that understood?
He's good at what he does. I can see why he's the leader of the team. They were right about so many people being around that they could just slip right in. Alright, don't get distracted.
Together with your travel permit, Heidi will give you the rest later.
It must have taken time to prepare these things.
The plane was crash landed in Oberhausen military airfield, about 5 miles from here.
It was deliberate?
British machine gun holes, but what the hell? A hole is a hole is a hole, as they say.
What is this really about then?
He's an ex-actor, probably second rate, but...
Oh, this is a Mission Impossible episode. Uh-oh, look behind you. Lost another one.
Fräulein, a little bit later.
Told you he was good at being creepy. Plus, he'll be vying for jurisdiction because the army is trying to take over the whole investigation, and he'll be wanting to take over from them. So there's going to be a bit of a power struggle there.
You know, myself and the others are the ones you're looking for. We've come to surrender.
What?
Lieutenant, take the 3 men away for questioning.
Ooh, I love the lighting here. You fools, you put Clint Eastwood in a car with no protection for yourselves. I guess they could set the car on fire and dispose of it that way. Good thing they're in the mountains. Plenty of cliffs. There we go. Oof.
Guess it's occurred to you the Germans probably know about all this stuff by now.
Oh yeah.
Broadsword calling Danny Boy.
The pipes are calling. From glen to glen.
Pull out now, Broadsword. Save yourselves. Over. Broadsword!
I'm becoming suspicious of everybody. Like, who's that young man right there? Who does he work for? Oh, they're gonna blow it. Nice. Wrecker would approve. Oh, it's a tripwire. Even better. They're home aloneing it. This whole movie makes me feel so cold. It's doing a good job. One more step. And they can get out of there in the general mayhem. Oh, that was a sweet move. Through the neck. Right front so they can't talk. And now they have a sidecar. Yes, queens. I know, right? They're like, that was us. Alright, I love these two. What were they saying on Andor? You create your exit when you go in. That's what they're doing right here. Where did they film this? Just one amazing location after another. But one of these 3 cannot be trusted, and we don't know which one. Oh, how clever! Whoa. Is she attaching a rope or something? I'm okay with heights, but this is pretty high. I don't know how I would feel about being them right now. Get your ice picks ready, guys. Oh. They might have seen that. Get your legs up. Oh, this is stressful. And they have gloves on. I think he's got it. He's got it. Oh, there she goes. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
If I could climb up on my own, why can't he?
Oh, savage.
You seem to have a lot of women stashed around this country, Major.
Hello?
The radio office is going to be filled with bodies by the time they get done. Yes, let's go check on Roland, please. This is kind of like if Mission Impossible was given a huge budget and made a movie. Except, sadly, we're missing Barbara Bain.
And one of the chief coordinators of planning for the second front.
I'm sorry, this looks so much like the castle scene from Indiana Jones. I half expect that fireplace to move around.
Don't you think it's time we make a move?
Not yet.
Any minute now.
Better cover up your explosives.
I was a student there for many years,
Oh,
from
no.
1929 to 1933.
As long as she lets him do most of the talking, it should be fine.
When your rescuers turn out to be, well, birds of a different feather.
All three of them?
Lieutenant, drop that gun.
What?
Drop that gun and sit down.
Seriously?
Sit down.
This is an act.
Major Johann Schmidt, SS, Military Intelligence, Stuttgart.
Can you prove that?
Certainly, Colonel. Said the cathedral was on the other side of the square.
There you go. Already having issues. You're still looking a little nervous, but that was a good cover.
A member of the American intelligence organization known as OSS.
Haha, I knew there'd be an OSS agent here somewhere.
Having successfully substituted these 3 British agents for our men, what was the next phase of the British plan? We're responsible for setting up an excellent chain of agents throughout Britain. It would be reasonable, would it not, to expect them to be able to write down a list of those agents.
Oh, here's the real plan. He suspects her. I mean, it's his job to look for inconsistencies and odd quirks, and she showed some, unfortunately. There's no original. He just wanted the list. Yeah, I figured he'd know something was going down.
Light the fire, please.
There should be a secret lever.
Thank God you're here, Major. We were just about to...
Sit down! For the plot to assassinate the Fuhrer.
This is preposterous!
Everybody's like double and triple agents here. You can't trust anything anyone says in this room. Oh, he's good.
Major, right now you got me about as confused as I ever hoped to be.
That's true. They do love their tripwires. Brilliant.
Hello?
Oh, he's so casual about it. Hello. I'm glad Clint is on our side. Just drop it down. Woo! And you get an explosion, and you get an explosion. This is gonna be so epic when it all... I have the feeling Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was heavily influenced by this film. Oh no. Call for transport, I guess. You're in trouble now.
Do you have it? Over?
We have it all. Over.
Oh, that little smile. Lob it back. Just absolute mayhem going on in the background. No climbing down ropes anytime soon. What a shot. And this just feels like a lot of the stories I've read from people who are in the OSS. Oh, they're gonna open the door and then boom. Oh, so good. Handy, nice iron bars everywhere. Alright, if this really was a D&D party, Clint Eastwood would be the rogue character. He's good at sneaking around and just assassinating people quietly. And see, he probably got like over 20 on stealth, so they're all, yeah, you go in. The rest of us, we're gonna hang back. The castle setting is really working to their advantage here. All these nice hefty doors. Uh-oh. They're plotting. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, Clint. Failed his perception checks. And one hand has been shot. I don't know if he's the best person for the job right now. Ooh. Oh. You really need to kind of anchor yourself and just start kicking at this point. Yeah. Now you got it. If he can jump just at the right time. I think he's going on pure adrenaline right now. Oh, his poor hand. There goes the first door. Only one more, and that one was not as well closed. Oh, the river. Oh, that's cold. That is so cold. Oh. Oh, they're gonna blow the bridge. Ah, finally she gets some action. Haha. That was satisfying. The one tire. Meanwhile, at the TIE Fighter airbase, nothing to see here, just a nice random bus going by. You know, it would be handy if we could use one of their airfields to land. I'm pretty sure that's what they're planning. How about you run down some planes on your way in? Yes, perfect. You should know from Pearl Harbor, you don't put planes next to each other. You're the one who has the information. You should have been the first one on board. Ooh.
But not as incredible as the one name that's missing from that list, Colonel. It's your name, Colonel. Don't look so shocked.
Overlooking something, aren't you?
It's not loaded. He's just gonna run and leap out of the plane or something. Yeah.
Do me a favor, will you? Next time you have one of these things,
Don't call
keep it
me.
an all-British operation.
But you worked so well together. That was incredibly well done. Every aspect. The casting, the action choreography, the beautiful snowy landscapes, all those explosions, even the really classic music score going on in the background, very heroic sounding. And such a great story with all these twists and turns to it. You could kind of see them coming, and yet it was also like, ooh, ooh. It was so precisely done. No sloppy pieces to it. Just, this is what we're going to do. We're going to execute it flawlessly. And I like that they showed us a little tiny sliver of the war. Sometimes these World War II movies try to go way too epic. And this is just kind of on the ground, a single mission, really getting in there, a small group of people and following along with them. The two leads were great together, fantastic chemistry. I loved how Clint Eastwood's character the whole time really didn't know what was going on. And he was kind of in the back with popcorn going, what is happening right now? And the major would be like, look, just don't worry about it. I'm handling it all. Can you go take those people out? And Clint's like, all right. Okay, what are we doing now? And the fact that their solution to everything was, let's see, what should we do? Let's blow it up. I don't think there's any sequel or anything to this, but I would have loved to have a whole movie series with these two teaming up on various missions. And every time Clint Eastwood is like, I told you I didn't want to get involved in this anymore. This is the last time. I'm not helping you ever again. And then there's like 4 more movies. That would have been great. Thank you for the recommendation. I agree, this is a great winter film.